Hi, this is Mark Laughlin with the Ambidextral Gunfighter. Got the SwampFox Arrowhead mounted on my BCM recce. Now, this optic looks to be very high quality. The glass is great. Everything feels just top notch. But as I was dealing with the mount, I noticed there was a little sticker on the bottom side of it. And it looked like one of those, made in China stickers. But you couldn't see what it said. It was like, it was either blurred out or concealed in some way, or there's some tape over top of it, and I couldn't make out what it said. Well, by changing the angle just right and getting the lighting just right, I did finally make out that it does say made in China. And that to me is just not acceptable. I mean, for a company based out of Colorado, kind of touting their Americanism, made in China, that's a high probability enemy country. A good chance we'll be in some kind of conflict with China, the People's Republic of China, at some point. And even though this is very affordable optic for what appears, apparent quality, I'm just real unsettled about buying an optic that is manufactured in China, because what we're doing now is we're basically creating the physical plant in China. We're helping fund the development of a physical plant in China that's going to produce these things. Now, sure, it's going to produce them for us in the United States and make some affordable optics for us, but we are helping them develop the manufacturing capacity to arm the PRC's military. And at some point, with great likelihood, in my opinion, it will be used against American forces. So I say stay away from any manufactured in Chinese optics. That's my view. I mean, I have no problem with an optic that's manufactured in Korea or Japan, maybe Hong Kong if they could stay a little bit separate, or Taiwan, but not any of the communist powers that we're likely to face in a conflict. We've already done too much to build up their industrial might with our trade policies since Nixon opened up China in, I think, the mid-70s. So we got to stop doing that, in my opinion. So great optic, but the optic itself is great, or it appears to be great. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to send it back. I mean, the reticle looks great. The glass looks great. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, the turrets I like the locking turrets. It feels very distinct, clicks for doing your minute, changing your zero, and then also if you wanted to do come ups using your turrets. It's a lot of nice features. Nice big magnification range from 1 to 10. Comes with the scope cover, so that's nice features. But sorry, not dealing with China. Now the other thing is, if that isn't enough, now the optic is probably fine, but this cantilever mount, what they call the Independence mount, this optic has about a 3.5 inch eye relief, so about out to say about there. And this cantilever mount does not carry the optic far enough forward to get even remotely close to appropriate turkey neck cheek weld on your stock. I mean, typically for marksmanship level, you're gonna have your nose right up in behind the charging handle, and you're just getting a little tiny view through this optic when you're that close. If your eye's up about right in there and it's got the 3.5 inches of eye relief, you're well past the eye box of this optic. Now, I've tried shifting, I've shifted it as far forward in the mounts, I've got it as far forward as I can on the receiver, and that's where I'm at. Now, just for, you know, amusement, I did move it onto the forward rail on the foregrip, and kind of like a long eye relief pistol scope kind of thing. And actually had a little bit better, you know, with a full hardcore turkey neck cheek weld, I had a little bit better view through the scope from that position than I do from here, where it's mounted here appropriately. So so the mount's very disappointing, besides the fact that it has that covert made in China label. I'm definitely gonna pull this off, remount my Trijicon. This is my 4x32, and this is the one that most famously I've done remove those, castrated it, took the big giant nuts off of it, and put little 5mm steel nuts on it, and that's for, you know, better clearance on the side when operating your weapon. On the AR, it's not as critically as important, but on the your full ambi rifles like the Desert Tech MDR and things like, you know, maybe the Kel-Tec RDB, gets in the way of the charging handle. I would like to have a Trijicon, one of their LPVOs, but unfortunately they're beyond my price range. But this one's beyond my, I guess, comfort range. I do have a complete unboxing video and kind of the initial setup. If you want to check that out, I'll, you know, basically have the link here to go to that video next if you know, really want to check this out. But in my opinion, if you agree with me, you should stop watching this video and move on, find another optic. If you don't agree with me, you know, and go ahead and click the link and follow the next video and check out the unboxing. It's Mark Laughlin with the Ambidextral Gunfighter. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.